Hello, everybody. I'm Kumbrai Matingo from Zimbabwe, and we have come up with a platform to allow us to share open data to everyone in Africa with regards to COVID-19 and the vaccination process. So this is just a COVID-19 hub site that we created, which has several functionalities. So right now we have it's written Africa coronavirus vaccine distribution. And if we scroll right down, we see that we can actually see the African current statistics with regards to the vaccination process. We have a map of like vaccination counts within in and around Africa. We also have like a summary statistic of all these countries which have been road vaccinations, and we have some details for people who would like to learn more about vaccination. And right here we have a dashboard. I'm going to be explaining about this dashboard later on within this video. So we have a dashboard, and we have several apps. We have the I Got Vaccinated app, which basically encourages and promotes healthcare in and around Africa. We have the Am I Eligible app. It basically tells you if you are eligible for a vaccine within your region. We also have Locate Vaccination Centers app. So, and then we have a section for frequently asked questions. So, because a lot of people have been confused, we've also managed to come up with a WhatsApp platform whereby if anyone is to type COVID vaccine or data, they get some automated responses with regards to the keyword that they've used. So I'm just going to go over to this application. So in this application, it's called My Vaccine Experience. For all those who have been vaccinated or not, they can actually share their thoughts to this application. So let me just go through a run like a demo. So here, did you get vaccinated? If I say yes, and then it's basically going to give me some questions. Where do you get vaccinated, in order for me to fill out and give some of my details that I need to share with the public. If I didn't get vaccinated, there's another set of questions for that, and it also gives you the option to use this vaccine finder application. And I also give questions why I didn't get vaccinated, which will be used by decision makers in order to make analytics based on the responses by people. Please note that this information is also voluntary. So yeah, we do not force anyone to actually submit this information without their consent. And over here, we have this Find a Vaccine Too. So this is basically a location intelligence app that helps people find vaccinations. So as you can see here, these are the vaccination centers which are currently within Zimbabwe. Unfortunately, we do not have data for the whole of Africa. So we're basically focusing on Zimbabwe for this demo. So here, these are the vaccine centers. So in order for us to find the vaccines which are near me, I basically need to click this Near Me Too, and it's going to initialize. For while it's initializing, then I specify I need to get vaccinated within 5 kilometers. I also have a range scale which I can drag here, and it's also mobile responsive. So I can just choose to select vaccination centers which are within 5 kilometers, and I just use my current location, and then I say yes, and it's basically going to draft to give me the locations of vaccine centers which are currently near me. As you can see, there's Parinyatwa, it's 2.7 kilometers away, Beatrice Infections, and Harare Hospital. So I'm just going to click on Parinyatwa right here, and then I navigate to directions. So I navigate to directions. It's basically going to give me like the route which I can take to Parinyatwa Hospital. So let me just wait for that to give me like the route. So there is the route. It's basically telling me that I need about 8 minutes to get from where I am to Parinyatwa, and it also gives me like the route which I can actually take in order for me to get vaccinated. And we also have details here. Info summary. It basically displays like all the hospitals and healthcare facilities which are currently offering vaccination services in the country. We also have like an information panel. And then we actually have a window which basically outlines the use of this tool and how you can be able to use it. Okay, so that's it for this Find a Vaccine tool. I'm just going to navigate to I Got Vaccinated. Okay, so this is just a basic application which anybody can actually view in order for them to see what has been happening and how many people have been vaccinated, what are the thoughts of people. So this the information which is displayed within this application basically comes from this vaccine experience application. So let me just here, unfortunately we don't have data. So okay, so this was just like a demo run for this. So unfortunately like the person who uploaded this didn't actually upload their image due to maybe security reasons, but this is just the information that they actually filled out on the like on the vaccine experience. So let me get to vaccine eligibility. So this is just eligibility survey, which tells you based on your responses if you're eligible if you're eligible for the vaccine or not. So this is just a basic example for Zimbabwe, like I said. So are you a health worker or vulnerable to coronavirus? If I say yes, then it tells me that based upon information you're supposed to go and get vaccinated, and it also gives you like the link to the Find a Vaccine app. If I say no, it then asks me, are you an essential worker? If I'm an essential worker, then yes, I need to get vaccinated. If I'm not an essential worker, then ask me, am I 18 years or above? If I say no, I'm not 18, then based upon I'm not yet eligible for the vaccine, then I have to wait. And then if I say yes, and then I have to go and find the vaccine using the vaccination too. Then lastly, I'll end on this dashboard. Okay, so this dashboard is basically for Zimbabwe. As you can see, as of the date, this is 30th of March. These are the number of total vaccinations which have been donated to the country or which have also been procured, and these are total doses which have been administered. These are the partial series. This basically means this is the first dosage. People who have received like the first dosages, the people who have also received the second dosages, and we also have like some guidelines here. Unfortunately, the data which is being published does not have any location. It's not location based, so this is just a blank map for now. We also have like a key terms definition to help people to get to understand this dashboard more. We also have like a progress meter here, which basically tells that we are 15 million in Zimbabwe and we are still here. We need to progress in order for us to reach herd immunity. This basically provides like a detailed information for all the decision makers and for the community to basically understand this virus well. And here we have vaccinations within the 30 days period and the trends. And here we have the full series, just like this gauge again. Then here we have like the resource utilization for the COVID-19. So let me just go back to this website, to this platform, and then I navigate to donations. So if I navigate to donations here, we're basically going to be seeing the information with regards to donations within Africa. So there we basically have information to introduce people what the platform is all about, and the number of donations which have been made to Africa. And then we also have like a platform which allows us to be able to view, it's like a dashboard which allows us to be able to view the donations which have been made to Africa, and we can even track these donations by their country, and we can even track using the time period where the donations are, when and where the donations have been made. So let me just leave that to load for a bit. Okay, so based on the data which was provided during the hackathon, we managed to come up with this dashboard. So it has everything that was provided. We managed to break this down to date, and the recipient is the country, the donation amount, the resource type, and the information, and also the source link for this information. So for example, if I'm going to navigate here and click on this donation, this map is supposed to highlight that this donation was made in Zimbabwe. You can see the Zimbabwe is only like the map, like the only selected region which is left on the map. So if I'm to say I'm to look for Nigeria, if I click on Nigeria like this, and then it basically tells me that this was made in Nigeria. So this is the total amount which has been donated so far. So I can also categorize donations, let's say by country. So I'm just going to scroll down to Zimbabwe and say by Zimbabwe, this donation, it amounted to this 1 million something. And I can also get donations by date. So if I'm going to scroll down by date, and then I navigate to 2020, and then I go to March and say on the 2nd of March up to let me say 2020 up to the 20th of March, how much had been donated. So as you can see, we have donated this much, and the list of donations also changes based on the criteria we have chosen to filter this through. And yeah, that's basically about this app. And also, it's an open data initiative. So if users are to navigate to this section, they can actually get like the data sources and any documents which have been uploaded by health officials and even other applications developed by. So other developers can also get to contribute by signing in, and then they also submit their applications, which are going to be helping. Since this is an African-based platform, we can actually have developers from each and every country placing their apps within this platform, and we can see what the applications have been used for. So this is basically our solution to the Hack COVID hackathon